Start? Okay. Good afternoon. So, today my presentation topic, my name is Amol Gangale. I am looking after the sales for Meura, Belgium, for India, Southeast Asia, Oceania, including Australia and New Zealand. So today's topic is brew more. Is this working? Is it working? So I can move. So my today's topic is brew more from less and sustainability at all levels. So we have equipment for big breweries, but these equipment are suitable for the micro breweries and craft breweries. Let's talk about it. Thank you, Brewer World, for giving me opportunity to make this presentation. So the idea of this presentation came when I was talking to Mr. Arun Kumar of Spectra, because he thought there is a stage being built for the small breweries who have different requirements of expansion, quick expansion. They want to be flexible, they want to grow fast, they want to turn around fast, they want to save on the extracts and increase their efficiencies. So I thought why not to make a presentation? So it was a suggestion from their side. So the topic is basically that the Meura 2001 technology is there in the market for the big brewers since a long time, since 1901, and it is used by the large breweries. But the micro and craft breweries, they are also using it outside India, but in India, I think most of the brewers or the microbreweries, craft breweries are not aware of its benefits. So it is an opportunity to explain them how it can help in the present scenario when the market is growing, when the craft brewery scene is changing in India. So the benefits of bigger breweries can also be reaped by the smaller breweries, like higher extract, water and energy saving, the flexibility offered by the Meura 2001 technology, and also, you know, the technology comes with a price, but there is the value addition which can easily provide them a good payback and the feasibility of the project. So and also the growing awareness about the sustainability in the brewing industry and all the industries. So the technology can help save energy, water, and the carbon footprint in a long run. So first about Meura. Meura is a family-owned company since 1845. So it's more than 175-year-old company, and it's owned by a parent company which is also more than 100-year-old from France, Bocard Enterprises. We are the leaders in the process technology, in the brewery, cosmetic and hygiene, food and ingredients, and pharma and the biotech industry. So we have an R&D center in Belgium, which is a full-fledged small brewery. So we can do all the trials in our pilot brewery before we can introduce with a new innovation. So as I mentioned, we are into beer brewing industry. We also are into the malt extract production industry and grain distilleries. The single malt spirits can also be produced with the Meura technology. And now the plant-based beverages like the oat milk and rye and rice-based milks, the vegan options can also be produced through the Meura equipment. We can supply the brewery like raw material handling, brew house, and cellar part. We can say the Meura equipment, the 25% of the world beer volume is produced through our equipment. 80% of the malt extract produced through all over the world is coming through the Meura equipment. So that's the reach of the technology. different options or different equipment in brew house for mashing in. We have a mecha masher, we have afflux jet technology for mashing. Filtration is the heart of the brew house, Meura filtration. Boiling with a stripper, then clarification, clarisaver. These are our technologies for brew house. As I mentioned, we have been making the mash filters in 1901. This was the first we presented in an exhibition in Belgium. So the advantages of the Meura technology are high productivity. So you can produce more than 14 brews a day. At times we achieved 18 brews a day. The high extract yields, practically it is equal to the lab yield. So we can say 100, 102% of the extract yield. Low solid content in the wort, so less than 5 ml solids per liter of wort. High gravity, we can go up to 17.5 degree Plato of cold wort without weak wort recovery system. So we have 3 variants of the mash filter, the Meura 2001 mash filter. So we have a senior model, which can go up to 17 tons malt equivalent, or if you double it, it is 34 tons malt equivalent. It's a bigger one for the big breweries. Then we have a junior model, which can take 35 kilograms per chamber, and there is we can say other version for craft brewers, which is called Craft Junior, which can be up to 2 tons, 2.1 tons per for the filter. And then we have a micro filter, which can be used for the micro breweries, and that is 11 kilograms malt equivalent per chamber, and it can go up to 500 kilograms of malt equivalent per batch. So we can say that since 1989, there are more than 470 Meura 2001 installations all over the world, and they are producing 470 million hectoliters of beer every year. This is about 25% of the beer produced. We have many references in the global, with the global brewers like AB InBev, Heineken, Carlsberg, and Molson Coors, Tsingtao. I will jump to the craft brewing references. So maybe most of you know these beer brands, but it is interesting to know that they are using the Meura technology. So the Trappist Chimay beer, everyone likes the Trappist beer, but it is made through a Meura filter. Hugarden is made through a Meura filter. Trappist Westmalle is also made through a Meura filter. Rodenbach is made through Meura filter, and Affligam, Saint-Faulia. These are the different brands of craft beers which are made through the Meura technology, like even Lef or Grimbergen, Stella Artois, Maes, Jupiler. Then we have some references in the North American craft brewers, like Alaskan Brewing, Griffin Claw Brewing. So there are many references in the craft brewing segment in Europe and in USA. Let's go to the case study of the craft brewing using the Meura technology. So the difference between the Lauterton technology, which is used presently, and Meura technology, which we are proposing. So the total occupation time for a Lauterton is about 140 minutes. So a very good design Lauterton can give you 10 brews a day. Normally it is 8 brews a day. And the Meura 2001 mash filter can give you 14 brews a day or even higher. So the extract efficiency is for a Lauterton is 95 to 98%. It can be lower if you go for high gravity brewing, and for a Meura filter it is 100, 102%. The density before boiling produced by a Lauterton is 11 to 13 degree Plato, whereas for Meura filter it is 15 to 17 degree Plato. The turbidity is close to 20 ml per liter for lauter ton, but it is less than 5 ml per liter for the Meura filter. The flexibility of throw. A lauter ton can take 50%, but it's a question mark because then you have problems of turbidity and the extract efficiency. But a Meura filter can have a 30% flexibility, and with a blind plate you can have more flexibility. So raw material flexibility. So we were speaking in the morning in the panel discussion that if there is no husk, it is difficult to brew. So lautering is the case where you need husk, and it works with 100% malt. But whereas if you are using a Meura 2001 technology, it is highly flexible for all kinds of grains. So let's take an example of 100 hectoliter brew house, which is having a mash tun, a Meura 2001 Junior, a Watt kettle, and Whirlpool, which is making 400 brews a day, 40,000 hectoliter per year, and a throw of 2,600 kilogram malt per brew. So it is possible to make 4 brews in 12 hours time, or 8 brews in 24 hours time with a Meura 2001, whereas with lauter ton you can make maximum 2 in 12 hours or 4 in 24 hours. So which means you can double your brewing capacity with the Meura 2001 technology by just adding one equipment. So the potential saving in cost of the brew house operators, you can have one set of operators working for one shift and they make the double production. So that is the beauty of a Meura 2001 filter. Then the higher extract yield. We can, basically this benefit comes from the coarse and fine grist. The Meura 2001 technology works with the fine milling technology. So there is a 2% extract difference, so which gets converted into 2.6% in percentage basis. So lauter ton beers at high density, the extract difference can be more than 5%. So with 400 brews per day, we use 1040 tons of malt. So 5% is equivalent to 52 tons of malt, which is with a rate of $500 per ton, which is on a lower side, because in India we have a higher rate of malt. So the saving could be around $26,000 per year. So cleaning of the saving in the water. So for cleaning of the false bottom of the lauter ton, there is a requirement of 0.3 liters of water per kilogram of malt. So if you are using 1,000 ton of malt, it means 3,000 hectoliters per year. And also the spent grains produced by a Meura 2001 technology are drier. So the dry material is 26% or even better. So the difference of water content of spent grain turns out to 3,360 hectoliter per year. So total saving of 6,360 hectoliters of water every year is possible with the Meura technology. Then mashing in with Meura 2001 is with a water ratio of 2.6 liter per kilogram, and with a lauter ton it is 3.5 liter per kilogram. So for a throw of 2,600 kilogram of malt, following mash volumes are obtained. So difference of 26 hectoliters. So the thermal energy required to heat the mash will be lower because we have a 26 hectoliter less water, so which converts to 342,000 kilojoules. And so 1 kg of steam is 2257 kilojoule per kg. So the saving of the steam per brew is 151 kilograms, and every year for 400 brews it's about 61 tons of steam saving. So that the cost of 1 ton of steam, let's assume $60 per ton. So that saving per year could be around $3,660. So if you put all these things together, we can. So there is another additional thing, that there is a better hop utilization when both produce from the mash filter technology. So 10 to 15% less hops are required when you are using the mash filter technology. So they are also saving, but which we are not considering in this calculation. So we can say about $1 to $1.5 per hectoliter saving can be achieved with the Meura 2001 technology. So continuing the morning topic of using different types of raw materials for making beer. So the high flexibility of Meura 2001 technology, we can use different local raw materials like millet, barley, wheat, rice, maize, ragi, oats, rye, sorghum, bajra, cassava, corn, starch, and the list can go on. And you can use 100% of adjuncts. You can use 100% of unmalted grains to make beer. So that's the advantage of Meura technology. So the increase in productivity is because of the lower cycle time. So the 2-vessel brew house can also produce 3 to 4 brews in 10 to 12 hours time. So, and you can see the simplicity of the operation for the craft brewers or the micro brewers. Just 2 persons, and it's a very simple operation, no high automation and all. And as I talked about the flexibility, we have different models, and we can design it for the customer requirement and the size of the brewery. So again, for India, we can use the local grains and make different beers. So it's a kind of playground for the craft brewers to use the Meura technology and make different beers and flavors. So specific to the craft brewers, the time saving is important. So brewing more beer in a shorter time means one operator is making more volume of beer. There is a possibility to brew with all kinds of raw materials. High gravity brewing, very high quality wort can be produced. It is you can even use high quality first wort at 24-degree plateau. So you can make barley wines with the same equipment. There is a full flexibility of through the chambers of the Meura 2001. They have 30% flexibility inbuilt, and you can use blind plates so to take it down to maybe 30%. So you can make smaller brew sizes, a pilot brews. Maybe if you have a 10 hectoliter brew house, you can even make 3 hectoliter batch with the Meura technology. These are some of the capacities possible, with a 3-vessel, let's see this table, which is in metric units. So 3-vessel 20 hectoliter brew house with a micro filter can produce 48,000 hectoliter of beer annually. So that's the capacity. So which means 10 hectoliter brew house can make 24,000 hectoliters in a year. So if any existing brewery want to expand and they don't have space, so this is the option. They can install a Meura 2001 filter and just double the capacity with a very short period of time. And also they can reap the benefits of higher extract efficiency, lower water consumption, lower energy consumption, and so on. So this is a typical picture how it looks. So it's a faster expansion, double capacity, better yields, water saving, lower footprints, and attractive paybacks. Some pictures to show about the installations. So some pictures, some of the brands who are using our technology, and most of them are very famous and might have been seen by you. So that Westmalle, Delirium, Rodenbach, Chimay, Jopen, Affligam, and Saint-Faulia, Palm. So Affligam is making only top fermenting beers. And they are using our equipment since 1945. So you can see this is a report of commissioning from October 20, 1948, which shows they are using the filter since last 60 years. And another brewery from Belgium using the technology deconic. It's a 16 chamber Meura 2001, smaller one. Some of the pictures. This one, the breweries in Europe, this is a brewery Jopin in Haarlem, Netherlands. They are using a Craft Junior with 28 chambers. And you can see they are making a beer of 100% rye. It's an IPA made with 100% rye with a spicy taste of the rye malt. So that flexibility is provided by the Meura equipment. This one is again in Belgium. So this one is a 120 hectoliter brew house. This is the first equipment we supplied to them in 1913. It's a Lauter ton. And then after 100 years, they replaced with a new equipment from Meura, which is a Meura 2001 mash filter. So you can see the long association we are enjoying and the technology which is running for such a long period of time. This is another one, also a famous beer, Triple Carmeliet, and produced by a brewery in Bostil's brewery in Belgium. So they use wheat, oat, and barley in their recipe. They also make a beer which is named as a beer. It's a champagne beer, also, so which is a very famous beer. And this brewery also makes a beer called Quack with a very peculiar glass and a stand for it. So there is a story about it, why it is made like that. And when you are using Meura technology, you can relax and enjoy like this. Even in a brewery, you can drink beer, enjoy, and be calm. No need to worry, and so you have a peace of mind, and you can enjoy working. So Rodenbach is again 138 years they are using our technology. All these are craft brewers, craft beers and craft brands. Delirium, the famous ceramic texture bottle. Alaskan Brewing Company in USA. Some pictures. So then I again have some more references just to show you. Brewdog, the headquarters of Brewdog, they are using the Meura 2001 equipment with 80 chambers. It's an integrated 100 hectoliter brew house. So the Brewdog beer is also made through a Meura technology. This one is a pilot filter in Fermentis research and development. So it is with 38 chambers, around 418 kilogram of capacity, integrated in a 20 hectoliter pilot plant. And they are making different trials while they are making the yeast. And so, they also use the modern technology when they are making the yeast, and it gives them the high flexibility of reducing their batch size from, say, 30% of the brew size to even 110% of the brew size. This is Brewery Paname in Paris, France. It's Moers Lutel in Alkmaar, Netherlands. Eagle Park, Milwaukee in USA. It's a craft junior. And this one is the Gulpenaar Brewery in Netherlands, and it has been regarded as the most sustainable brew house in Europe. And I think it is most sustainable in the world with the Meura technology because they are using a technology called Meura stream. So, which is kind of reducing all the fossil fuel energy. You don't need any excess fossil fuel energy for your brew house to make beer, and that is why it's the most sustainable brew house. Which this technology can be used for any size of the brewery. So that is the advantage of it. And so just maybe a trailer for the next topic maybe in future. It's the Meura Stream Green, and it is a revolutionary concept reducing the thermal energy consumption and production of excess hot water in brew house. Meura Stream has been implemented in many breweries worldwide, and the Meura Stream Green is an extension of the concept which makes possible to operate the brew house with a carbon neutral energy resource. So a brew house can be run without any fossil fuel energy. So this is the technology for the future, and we look forward, people are interested in it. So I definitely encourage the brewers, craft brewers in India to approach and discuss, because they are facing problems like brewing with high adjuncts, and they are with stuck mashes. They cannot go home early maybe, but with the Meura technology, they can go home early and watch Netflix movies. So let's discuss. Thank you very much for your attention. So if you have any questions, please. No? Okay. Thank you. You are always welcome to visit us. And Vinod, you want to say anything?
Hello everyone, Binod here from Spectra. Actually, we recently got to work with Meura in one of the projects, and what we found was we were able to double the capacity of the brewery with very less footprint. The utilities remain the same, the brew house remains the same. It just add a mash filter. Obviously, we had some more vessels there, but it was not a very small brewery. It was making 0.5 million hectoliter per annum. From there, they went to 1.2 million hectoliter in a very small span. So, but the same concept can be applied for a micro or a craft, or let's say starting from 2 HL onwards, even 20 HL or 30 HL, you can, with this very small footprint increase, you can increase your volume almost double. So like if you are stuck with because of your brew house, you are not able to expand and you are thinking of a second brew house, rather than going for a second brew house with 2 lototons and having, let's say 2% loss here and 2% loss there, so 4% loss, put a mash filter, go from 8 brews. I mean, I'm not even sure if 8 brews are possible with a small craft brewery, but let's say from 6 brews, we can go to 12 brews. So yeah, that's something very easily done, and it can be retrofitted in an existing brewery, which we have done already. So that's why and also what we bring in is we bring in localization of the other equipments, what is parallelly required for the upstream and downstream of Meura. And with that, the total cost of ownership is something that we are able to bring down as much as possible. So, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Vinod.
Thank you so much. Calling everybody at the Geist counter, the brewers, the networking people, industry leaders, people inspired to start a brewery. We have a great presentation coming up from CHR Hansen. I would kindly request you to move in towards the conference room. We have Ms. Richa Sharma, Director of Marketing and Business Development, on a presentation on Smart Bev Solutions by CHR.